Oh, hello, Mr. Lee here. All right, so more solving equations. Going to get more complex with more fractions, decimals. I'm going to show two examples here. I will go through these pretty quick, but remember you can pause the video, rewind as you need to. Also keep in mind I have my Desmos calculator on another tab. That's going to come in handy with some more of the complex calculations. Okay, so first one, we have variables on both sides, fractions. Oh my goodness. Let's take it a step at a time. Read it carefully, and you guys will be able to do this. So I'm going to rewrite it here. 6d minus 11 over 2 equals a 2d minus 13 over 2. So it might look kind of scary, but we're going to follow our same steps and see where it goes. Okay, so move my variables to one side, move my strict numbers to the other. So I'm going to first subtract 2d to get rid of that. Okay, and then that means I have to subtract it on both sides of the equation, keep it balanced. So 6d minus 2d, that's actually nothing fancy. That just becomes 4d. We do have these hairy fractions that we have to deal with. So we have minus 11 halves and then a minus 13 halves, okay? But we just treat them as numbers, right? If we have 4d minus 11 halves, we're going to add 11 halves to remove it, right? So add 11 halves. Just add the whole number. Don't worry about how crazy it looks. We can use a calculator to help us out. So negative 13 halves plus 11 halves. You can do it in your head, but if you can't, let's use a calculator. So we have negative 13 halves plus an 11 halves. It actually equals negative 1. How nice is that? Okay, simplified it for us. That's a negative 1. So on that right side, you get 4d's equal to a negative 1. Okay, home stretch here. Divide both sides by 4. So your d should equal negative 1/4. Okay. So let's see what we got here. We're going to put that negative 1/4. Okay, so that one's good. Again, I'm going through this fast. Pause if we need to and rewind. This is the second exercise. We got some parentheses, which means we probably have to distribute. So let's see what we can do here. We got 3t minus 18 equals a 4 times a negative 3 minus 3/4 t. Let's do our distribution first, okay? So left side will stay the same. I'm going to only distribute and simplify the right side. So 3t minus 18 stays the same. The 4 times negative 3, that's nothing bad, negative 12. Going back to the 4 times negative 3/4, we can use a calculator for that. So that's going to be what was it? A 4, yeah. 4 times a negative 3/4, right? So some of you can do this in your head, right? The 4's just cancel out. 4 times something and then divide by 4. You're just going to get what that numerator is, right? Which is a negative 3, right? 4's cancel out. So that just equals negative 3. And then we're going to attach our t onto there because we have the t on that fraction. So minus 3 is what we calculated, and then times t still. Okay, so review that if you need to. 4 times your negative 3/4 t just gives me a minus 3t. Okay, and from here, no more fractions, no decimals actually. So I'm confident you guys can actually solve this out. We'll go ahead and finish it up, but again, utilize your calculator if you need to. Try to get your equations as simple as possible, right? So I'm going to add 3t to both sides. That goes away. I have a 6t now there, minus 18 equals negative 12. We're going to add 18 to both sides now. Going through it fast again, but please rewind if you need to. 6t equals negative 12 plus 18 is going to be a positive 6, right? So I won't have to show any more steps there. T should be equal to 1. And t values equal to 1. Let's check that we are correct. Woohoo. Take your time with this. Message me with any questions.